What's up, y'all? I'm Toya from My Froggy Stuff and a long-time Breyer fan. Today, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite Breyer Craft products. There's a variety of Breyer Craft and activity kits. Look, I'm even on the packaging. On the back of each one, we can scan the QR code and get crafty. Unicorn, paint, and play. These paint and play kits are a toy and a craft all in one. In this kit, we get a 1/12 scale model where we can paint our own fantasy unicorn. Unicorns come in many different colors. Pick your favorite color and decorate a unicorn today, which is exactly what we're gonna do. This kit includes a unicorn, 6 paint pots, a paintbrush, and a brush. Because yeah, that's right. This unicorn comes with a combable mane and tail. Measuring about 8 inches long, we've got a lot of unicorn to paint. And we're gonna need a few things from home. A paint palette or paper plates to mix paints, paper towels, a cup of water, clear polish to add shine to the eyes, and a matte spray to seal the finish if you choose. Before I get started, I use a rubber band to put the hair up, pick out a paint color. I'm using this pearly pink, and I'm going to dip it in a little water to thin out the paint so I can brush on a light layer. So it's a very soft pink. Once covered, I'm going to use a little extra paint to really define and bring out those muscles. I'm using this white pearly color to try and smooth out my shading. That is giving me such a pretty soft color. And of course, we could use a variety of different colors. I'm just focusing on those shadows and trying to make a smooth texture. And I'm using this pearly black. It's kind of like a graphite, and I'm gonna use that for the eyes. I'm adding a little touch of purple and a little dot of white. And let's add that same color to the horn as well. It's a nice soft pearly white. I styled the hair so it's going over the back so we can get a good look at our unicorn's face. And now we have a custom pink unicorn with a pink mane and tail. Now let's take it a step further and paint on a saddle. I put the paint on pretty thick to make sure we have a really rich purple color. Then I'm using some gold paint from home to outline it. Then add a little loop. We're gonna fill that in. Then paint a line going under the belly for a girth. Outline it with the gold as well. Add a thick layer of pink on the sides. Add a white line around it, and then gold. I also added some gold dots right here to look like a saddle with a saddle pad. Use purple paint and gold to make a bridle. I'm just gonna add one more strap right here. And now we're going to let that dry while we work on other areas to decorate. I'm adding a wide blue line across the front, and we can paint some ribbons hanging down in the back. My pink paint is starting to dry out a little bit, which is kind of perfect because it's getting a really thick texture. So I'm just adding like swirls of paint here. I am really generous with the paint. Now let's go back before the paint dries and add in a little bit of white. I'm just gonna swirl that in to give my flower a little more texture and some different colors. Then use some green paint from home to make leaves. Allow it to dry. While waiting, I take a wooden board and a wooden dowel, glue them together, paint it gold. Once dried, glue ribbon going around the wooden dowel to make a stand. Place the model on the stand to turn our unicorn into a carousel horse, giving us a fun way to display our custom. And since it's not glued down, we can still play with our unicorn. However you choose to paint your unicorn, be sure to have fun and get creative. To learn more about Breyer and the real horses who inspire us, visit the Breyer website at www.breyerhorses.com. And we will see you next time.